Chapter 1. 66 Hours to Midnight. It all started before Kai died. That hit me real hard. Me and Kai, we had that type of relationship, like one ongoing conversation. We never said hello or goodbye, just pressed pause and play, jumping right back in. We could knock off, take a nap, open our eyes, and we'd still be talking. We got to know each other pretty well on our 6-month expedition tours. Grunts usually dread going on those voyages to nowhere and back. Not Kai. I mean, let's be honest. Most privates, even first-class techs like Kai, like their lives on Babel Station. Do a tour mining ice twice a year, jet home to play intramural basketball, and check if the botanists figured out arugula yet. Shit like that. Nobody wants to cram into an explorer pod the size of their bedroom on Babel and cruise the abyss for half a year. Not Kai. He was always game. He had this forbidden catalog with all the old Earth culture content post-1955. Stuff not allowed on Babel on penalty of airvac. I think he just liked watching shows and movies and talking shit about them all day. Didn't mind giving up half a year of his life. Not that words like day or year mean anything anymore. Just relics from a dead planet. I mean, what's a day without a sunrise or a year without a sun to spin around? Still, we lug these words around like extra cargo, pretending like having a birthday means something when there's no such thing as a day. Just a time we all decide to sleep, and a time we all decide to wake up, and a time we all decide to blow out candles and eat cake. That's why I would volunteer for explorer tours. Life on Babel is comfortable, and that scares me. Because without a planet, we won't even be people anymore. We'll be something else. Galactic vagabonds. Space debris. Most of us haven't heard a new song in all our lives. Not that we couldn't make new music on Babel. We just don't. We play the old hits. Cover bands and karaoke nights. Something about life on Babel doesn't inspire new tunes. Maybe it's like the images of the sunrise projected on those huge domed mess hall screens. Bright like hell, but can't make shit grow. Kai and I were talking about this about a week into the tour. "What'd you want to be when you grew up?" he asked me. Kai was always asking goofy questions like a first grader. I think he liked me because I always gave him real answers. Honestly, man, a musician. What? Crazy, right? Like you wanted to work a karaoke bar. No, man, I wanted to, make new music. Just make new stuff up, I told him. Wow, that's out there. We were cruising in the Aquarius 3, just a lone dot in the endless yawn of space. You ever think about how different we'd be if we grew up in ye old days on old Earth? Circa 21st century? Kai asked. Yeah, man, I think about it a lot. Like what it's done to us, living every day on a space station. I know the food out of Babel's kitchens is way better than those tubes of mush we got now. Think about it, Kai. We evolved for millennia on that planet. And one day, it's just up and gone. Everything now is fake, even the gravity. You know not everybody on Earth could dunk a basketball, right? Quit playing. I'm serious. Gravity, like real Earth gravity, was way stronger than it is on Babel. Fam, I've seen 15 seasons of NBA games. All them fools can dunk. Yeah, well, those guys were all super talented giants, I explained. You telling me on ye old Earth you had to be a super talented giant just to dunk a basketball? Basically, yeah. That's what I'm telling you. Damn. So, what was so great about it then? Kai, back then, people had dreams and achieved them in a state of total consciousness. They didn't have to worry about food, air supply, water, or fucking around with the air vac and getting spaced by accident. You made things. People made new things. Music, shows, books, films. Yeah, but did they have time to watch all of it? Asked Kai. They had better things to do. Better than watching the James Cameron versus Ridley Scott 6-round championship space-off? Better, yes. You've seen the pictures? Open land as far as the eye can see, oceans incomprehensible in size. My grandma used to tell me about those oceans, Kai said. Like being out in space, but just blue water below and blue sky above. Imagine that, living under the sky every day. Kai closed his eyes. Okay. Now imagine what that does to your mind. To your entire self, living life with no dome, no ceiling, no cause. Just you, free to create. Or just free. We're not slaves, Thomas. We aren't. We're all conscripts. You can't do anything outside the cause. Not really. That's why we watch the movies, listen to the music. I mean, don't get me wrong, our catalog is incredible. But we need, I don't know, something more? Thalia piped in. Kai's eyes went wide like a solar flare. Thalia's new ship system IA upgrade was crazy. She kept crashing in on our conversations, finishing our thoughts. Kai still wasn't used to it. Yeah, I said. Something more.